Today on the road with Sika, our special guest is a woman with many talents, Dentaa. She was born in Jos, Ghana, but moved with her family to the UK at the age of 5. Dentaa is a nurse, a wife, and a mother of 3. She has been recognized as an entrepreneur, and in 2011, Dentaa was named the Young Social Entrepreneur in the Future 100 Awards for her work with GUBA, and also won the 2016 Black Enterprise Be Mogul Awards. What is your earliest memory of Ghana?
Well, when I left Ghana, I was 5 years old. My earliest memory would be in Jos, where I was born. And I remember my mum's sister sending me out to go and buy something on the road, and I lost the money. Yeah, I lost the money, and I couldn't go back home. I was so scared to go back home, and I remember that it actually got really dark, and I think they came looking for me because I was so scared. I've lost their money, and I was 5. Yeah, that's one of the of Ghana.
You were scared that you might get some beat.
Big time.
So let's go to GUBA, Ghana UK-based achievement, which is to recognize Ghanaians in the UK and beyond. And obviously, it's a fantastic idea. However, I wanted to know, was it a personal thing where you felt as though, as a Ghanaian, you weren't getting recognized, and you thought, let me come up with this fantastic idea to let Ghanaians get a platform and get acknowledged?
It was actually my husband's idea. So GUBA stands for the Ghana UK-based Achievement Awards, which recognises Ghanaians and people who provide a service to the Ghanaian community. So not necessarily Ghanaian, because we've recognised Anthony Powell, who does Blue Skies drinks, which is in Tesco's and Asda. He's employed over 3,000 Ghanaians in Ghana and makes these wonderful drinks. So yeah, no, it was my husband's idea. We were in our living room, and we was talking about Henry Bonsu, we was talking about Lord Paul Boateng, I don't know, we were just having a conversation. We're like, oh, none of these people are getting recognised in our community. And he's like, oh, why don't we do something to actually recognise them? And I was like, yeah, good idea, let's recognise them. And then, yeah, we went through a whole heap of names and came out with GUBA. And we did our first one in 2010, and we were sold out 3 weeks prior to the event.
Amazing.
It was just a shock to the system at Porchester Hall. You know, before that, so 2009 is when we had the idea, called up a group of friends that I knew from uni, from school days. I was like, guys, can you help me out with this awards thing that I want to do? Like, I need your input. And we put the team together, and yeah, we came up with the awards, and still going strong in 2015, 2016.
You always have prominent people like Kenya King, Sherry Blair, Asamoah Gyan. How does Dentaa get all these prominent people under one umbrella?
I mean, last year's event we had Mrs. Rawlins, which was another blessing, Dr. Dufour, Bolore from Ghana. I think when you're doing something good and the brand is recognised, people take it very seriously. And so when you do send that letter out and they see GUBA, they take it very serious because of, one, the type of people that have attended before and the endorsements that we've had. And so people recognise GUBA now. And so it's easy now to write a letter, because last year was actually supposed to have Tony Blair. He just couldn't make it the last minute, but it was going to be a total surprise to everybody. But they take GUBA very seriously. And so thanks to my team, who have worked tirelessly over the years and have been with GUBA and have the same passion and drive as I do, we've been able to make this brand what it is.
Great. So it's in its sixth year, right?
Yeah, so we're not doing it this year because what we want to do every other year, because we have the GUBA Expo. So we're going to take it in turns. We do GUBA Expo, then we do GUBA Awards, do GUBA Expo. So this year is actually the GUBA Expo. Which is about promoting made in Ghana products into the UK market. Last 2 years, so in 2014, we had the likes of Tesco's, ASOS, and other, you know, big giants come to actually look at some of the products like these, to see whether they can source it into the market over here.
Yeah. It's not just promoting Ghana product as well, it's other things as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a seminar. We have the seminar which is about building SMEs capacity. So you have to look at branding, you have to look at marketing, packaging, how you packaging your goods, your product, to hit the shelves, because all of these things have to be taken into consideration. Your pricing as well, how do you come up with your price for your product? And so we had a huge seminar on the Friday, which people attended to really do it, and then also how to pitch. Because when Tesco's came on Saturday, they were like, you know, I need your elevator pitch. I need 30 seconds to tell me why we should take your product into Tesco's. Wow. And I think it was a shock to the system, to everybody, because they were like, ooh, you know, we only did it yesterday and they haven't done it before. They hadn't even thought about it, that actually when you want to take your product into these places, you might have to pitch. And so I think that, you know, the expo is not, like you said, it's not just about promoting made in Ghana products, it's about building their capacity as well. So yeah, so this year we're looking forward to it. This year we've increased it to 3 days. So Friday is a seminar, Saturday is when the buyers come in and look at the products and the public can buy. And then on Sunday we actually have the Woolwich Market, which Greenwich Council have given us the exhibitors actually get to sell to the open public. That's very good. So yeah, that's really exciting for us. We're very thankful to Greenwich.
And it's happening in May 22nd.
So May 20th to 22nd. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that, and hopefully we'll have so many beautiful products. At the moment in Ghana, we've got bamboo bikes, we've got our own cars, Kantaka, so we're hoping to bring a car here to the UK as well. And amongst other things, it's going to be really exciting. Yeah, so many things, and we're hoping to actually also get our artists over here. So looking at branding as an artist, and also their managers actually. So branding, distribution, are they distributing their records and music out there properly? Are they making money on YouTube? Because they should be making money on YouTube with the hits that they're getting. Are they on iTunes? You know, and all those kind of stuff for the artists. So at the moment we're in contact with Musica to see which artists that can come down, and also have that, bring in HMV, bring in all this people that actually sell music directly to the artists and their management to actually sell Ghana.
That would be great. That would be great. So you have the GUBA Foundation, and you have the GUBA Expo, and you have the GUBA Award. Yeah, the Careers Fair as well, and the GUBA Expertise.
So the GUBA Careers Fair, again, looks at, okay, so we've come to this country, we've gained our qualifications, you know, why don't we go back home? You know, even if it is for a couple of years, 5 years, you're helping the country. And I think that we need to start taking our skills back. Fortunately for me, last year, World Cup, year before, I was contacted by the government to be head of marketing for the World Cup. And so I took my skills back to Ghana for a year, and I did what I could. So I think that there's loads of other people there that have got great skills that even if you go for a year, you can enhance your country. So the GUBA Careers Fair is coming back again this year after the expo. We haven't set our dates, but hopefully we can get loads of people back home, good companies to come here and recruit as well. So last year we had UT Bank, RLG, and this year we're hoping to get Unilever, which we're in talks with, and other companies to come on board. So yeah, exciting times for GUBA. At the moment with the foundation, we look at infant mortality. For the last 3 years we looked at autism, which is a big issue in our community. People still don't understand, but we've kind of closed that chapter. We still help out. Sometimes we get emails and stuff, we direct people, but this time we're really focusing on infant mortality. Every 15 minutes in Ghana a child dies because of lack of incubator, lack of maternity stuff in the hospital, and so we are raising money to at least buy 100 incubators. Now every incubator costs about £3,000. Yeah, it's not easy, and at the moment I think we're going to be able to buy 2 to send down. And the other thing is that it's really hard to get people in our community to donate. The people that actually donate are outsiders, unfortunately to say. Ghanaians, we just don't donate.
Which is very heartbreaking.
It's very hard to actually get people to donate in our community. So I'm pleading on people's behalf, actually, because we are trying to help our own. And so if your own is not contributing, why should others really?
Absolutely.
But yeah, so we're doing it. We've managed to get some. I'm not saying Ghanaians at all, but the majority of them
are outsiders.
is quite low compared to the others that are coming on board. So please do try and donate. It's for a good cause. All our money, we always also put out statements of where our money went to and stuff like that. I mean, with the foundation, when we looked at autism, we helped out nearly over 200 families. We donated to the School of Autism in Ghana. Yeah. And so, yeah, we're doing a lot of work. We need sponsorship, we need support. And we are a very credible organisation, you know, and, you know, from having the likes of the British High Commission's endorsement, British Council for Africa, British Council, support from Boris Johnson. I mean, we've gotten there somehow. And so if people are looking for a credible organisation, I'll say that GUBA is one of them.
You heard Dentaa. Please support GUBA Expo, GUBA Foundation, GUBA Awards. If you haven't been to GUBA Awards, make sure you go the next time. It's not just about the awards, it's about the experience, it's about networking. It's the best place to network, isn't it, Dentaa? Yeah, it is. Because I've met a lot of people. When I came, I met a lot of people. For GUBA Foundation, which is the infant mortality, reach out to people, reach out to GUBA, and I'm sure they will help you, isn't it? Yeah, what is the website that it can reach you on?
So you can go on www.gubafoundation.org. And aside from the infant mortality, we're working with the British High Commission in Ghana on a Jamestown project, which we're doing actually next 2 weeks to next month. And that is looking at sanitation in Jamestown. As you know, Jamestown is very historical. It was called the Old British Accra. And when you, I mean, from videos and pictures and even going to Jamestown and how historically the importance in Jamestown, you would think that tourism or our government would be really looking at Jamestown to actually make it into a tourism attraction, because that is a tourism attraction. And so the amount of dirt and the sanitation issues that are in there, it's heartbreaking. I mean, we went to a school, so what we're going to do is actually, so we're working with 5 schools, and we're looking at getting university students to teach the students, the younger students, about sanitation. So using young people to educate young people. And we're going to have we're going to do an award for the cleanest students. The schools have given us a wish list of things that they want, and they want things as small as chalk, pens, paper, blackboards. These are stuff that you and I think, come on. But this is the issue that's on the ground in Ghana. And so we're doing that at the moment. Again, we managed to get the British High Commission to support us and fund us for that. But we want to make it bigger and look at not just the schools, but the community, and how we can support them with sanitation issues and putting out bins and just in the schools and getting Zoom line to collect. So we're going to be paying for that service. And so there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing at the moment with the foundation.
That's a great idea, and I hope everyone will support, because once everyone supports, I think it makes things easier. Every little helps, like a pound can get a chalk. Yeah,
you know, chalk. I mean, we were so like, really, chalk? Yeah, chalk. Yeah, chalk, pens, papers for the students, because some of them can't afford it, and the school can't afford it to buy chalks. Blackboards to get them to write, and some of the schools are actually in someone's house. Someone's house where there's hangings of clothing, and if you see the pictures, it's just, and you're just like, wow, this day and age in Ghana. And I mean, where happening,
and these kids are intelligent,
very intelligent kids.
These kids, and they are so smart, just that they don't have the opportunities to actually go to school and learn and stuff. It's heartbreaking, but I think GUBA is doing a great job. It's all about supporting GUBA. To me, I think you need to go and support GUBA, whether you like it or not. Every little helps. So Dentaa, you are a mother, a wife, got 3 kids, a manager, a presenter. I could go on and on, a philanthropist. How do you do it? I'm not a mother. I don't have no kids, and even getting to interview was a struggle for me.
It's, I guess, I mean, being a mother, it's a beautiful thing. I adore my babies, my babas. So I have Nokwari, I have Adansi, and I have Iria. All of them are Ghanaian names, which I think is another very important topic. Naming our children with Ghanaian names, because the British people would name them Mary, Joseph, Jessica, whatever, Jessica, whatever, Jones, Emmanuel. But, you know, when we actually identify, that's why I respect Nigerians so much. Nigerians will call him Odegamona Baladala, but still,
don't care if you're
it does not bother him one bit if you can't pronounce it.
Nokwari, is it Nokwari?
Nokwari, as in the truth. Yeah, so we've got Nokwari, Adansi, which is testimony, and Iria, which is the sunshine. So all of them made up, just picked out.
Mami Sika, you know, I don't have an English name, and you're a Dentaa. Yeah.
Very important. And so I think that's another thing that Ghanaians we need to look at. You know, maintaining our heritage, maintaining our names, our cultural identity is very important. Very important.
I agree.
Moving on. So yeah, got 3 lovely kids. They're 7, 5, and 4. Adansi, Iria just turned 4, and I love being a mum. At the moment, my son is a little mini presenter. He loves the camera. He's a bit like mummy, so I'm pushing him into that direction. He loves acting, singing.
He's good. I've seen them on Instagram.
Yeah,
that's one thing I wanted to ask. You want your kids to follow his footsteps, would you?
I wouldn't. So Nokwari, I've seen that in him, and so I'm pushing him. I don't see he's a boxer. At first, I wasn't into it. He's only 5. He started boxing lessons just last week, but that's his passion. And if I see that in my child, I'm going to push. Even though at first I was scared, I was like, someone's going to punch my son's face and he's going to be bruised up. But he's like, Mummy, I want to be like Mayweather. And for a 5-year-old to come like that, I'm like, really? Okay, all right. Then his dad's like, okay. So we do he does boxing practice with his dad. And Iria, she's another a little one like me. She loves the camera. I'm not sure which way she's going at the moment, but she's still quite young. So I'm seeing which way, but whatever I see that my children have a passion and drive, I will push them, because I push other people. Like you said, I manage other people. So why don't I do PR and marketing for my own children? So I will do that, and that's what I'm doing with the first 2. So yeah, being a wife, love it. Been with my husband since I was 17. So very young. Very young, but you know, we got married when I was 24, so we've been together for a very long time. He's my friend, more than a husband, I would say. We have a good relationship, and I think that's what relationship.
There's real love out there, you know. Don't give up.
And yeah, he's a great person. Everything about Dentaa is him. He molds me. He guides me. He comes out of all the ideas. The Dentaa show was him. The GUBA was him. GUBA found everything that's come out. I'm just one that kind of goes with it. Just pushes. I'm the force. But he's the big boss. And I really appreciate him for all the support and everything that he's given us, because it's not easy. It's not easy because I'm usually flying around or really busy, but he supports and is always there.
That's what real love is about.
And obviously, before I started my presenting, I'm a qualified pediatric nurse, so I still do my nursing. I'm on shift tonight, can you imagine? I'm on shift tonight, but yeah, so I still keep up with my nursing, because it took me a long time to get my PIN number, so I'm going to keep it. So yeah, I do different hospitals. I do agency at the moment. I used to work at the Royal Free Hospital permanently, but because of what I do, I can't do any permanent jobs at the moment. So that's that. And yeah, I'm passionate about what I do, and I believe in giving everything 120%. If you've got the passion for it, if you believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in yourself if you don't believe in you. Believe in yourself.
You inspire me so much, and I'm sure you inspire others out there as well. So what would be the 5 tips that you give out to anyone that is trying to get into the business?
So one of my favourite quotes is by Nelson Mandela, and he says, it always seems impossible until it's done. You know, like, when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you're like, oh, really? Do I have to? But when you get it done, you're just like, oh, you feel good. You're like, wow, I did it. Like, you know, so it always seems the challenge is there, you know, but you just have to jump over those hurdles and keep going. Plan, definitely plan. You have to plan. You can't just get up and go do, you know, I'm a risk taker. I do like taking risks, but sometimes I don't take calculated risks, but I just do it. But sometimes you do have to take calculated risks. Don't be like Dentaa all the time, but yeah. So that, I think, also educating yourself in the background. So if you do want to be a presenter, not that you, so if opera's your person that seems to be everyone's, you know, idol, how can you be better than her? What is she doing? How is she branding herself? You know, you won't see opera in in certain places. Why is that? You know, think about it. And so all of these are really good aspects and good tips. So branding, never give up. Calculated risks. Confidence, be confident. Sometimes you might not, again, Nigerians, sometimes they don't know what they're talking about, but the confidence that they have, that they can stand there and just talk, I love it. I love it. You know, at first I was kind of scared writing a letter. Should I really write a letter to Tony Blair? Like, what's he going to think about GUBA?
There's no harm trying.
There's no harm. And when we wrote, they were like, yeah. And I was like, really? Can we get an endorsement letter? Yeah. Why not? What you're doing is great. Send them videos. Tesco's. At first, you know, we tried Tesco's like 10 times before the expo. Each of them said to me no. And I was like, listen, if I don't get Tesco's there, I'm cancelling this expo. I said to the team. And then the next minute I got an email, oh, hi Dentaa, yeah, we got received, yeah, we'd love to come. We're the head of Africa for da-da-da-da-da. You can't give up.
Yeah, you have to keep pushing.
You have to keep pushing.
I think sometimes it's the fear. Sometimes fear stops people from getting what they want. Yeah,
it does stop us. And lastly would be thankful. Be thankful. So even if it doesn't work out, be thankful for your life, because there's somebody out there that's not even halfway where you are. So be thankful, be grateful. If you see my, what's it called? My WhatsApp, my thing is grateful, because I'm always grateful every day. Because life and its challenges is not something that some of us are even touching. There's some people over there that are going through hell, that you think it's all glam for them, but it's not. And don't compare yourself to other people, because you don't know why or how they get in there. You know, you don't know. So those are my tips. I hope that's okay. And be happy, be merry. Be happy, be merry. Yeah.
Dentaa, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure interviewing you. Thank you so much. So you all heard from Dentaa. Make sure you support GUBA Expo, GUBA Foundation, GUBA Awards. We all have to support. When we all support, it makes it a great one. Thank you all for watching, and I shall be back.